Hello, welcome to this Sunday, August 4th, 2019 episode of Sidekick Mastermind. Today's episode is about living happy, healthy, and selflessly abundant through faith, but really it's about applied faith and active self-confidence. And what that is, kind of what I've been doing, it's exactly what I've been doing over the last 7 years. So it was this winter, in December, it'll be 7 years since I left the Avalon Hotel and Conference Center. And my intention was to continue to work toward purchasing it. Someone else ended up purchasing it. I had contacted them. They didn't contact me back. They weren't interested in communicating with me. Now my wife ended up working for that company. Ironically, she had worked for the Avalon. We weren't together at that time, but we ended up meeting up years later, and now we're married. So I told her, if you're not loving your job, go work for somewhere where you love. And she went and got a job at a Hampton Inn. After that, we were going to move to Manistee, so she quit that job. She ended up doing something else, and then after she was done with that, she got a job for this company that owns the 2 hotels in place of the Avalon. And so over this past 7 years, 6.5 years, it's been through faith. It's been 7 years. I mean, I stood on the Golden Gate Bridge in July of 2012 and then decided to make this happen. This passion of mine to build villages and communities for people, to help feed and house and empower people. And, the real part was the empowerment. It was about the education part. Initially, back in 2008, when I first decided that this was what I wanted to, when I really decided exactly what I wanted to do with my life, it was based on education. And that's what this is all about. But it's about creating communities that help people get the educations that they desire, to follow their curiosity, to be able to learn and grow. So over the years, I've had this applied faith where I keep on refining my skill set. I keep on learning more. I keep on doing more to be able to do this, because it's not just a 1-year goal or a 7-year goal. It's it was like a 40-year lifetime mission. Now I'm 10 years into it, kind of, but 7 years since I had the Avalon project, and I thought I was far ahead at that point. Now after that, it was like a major kick in the face, and I was like, okay, I had to rebuild my self-confidence in a massive way. My self-confidence was absolutely destroyed after that, because afterwards I ended up doing things and followed other people's ideas, thinking, okay, well, if I help these people, then it's going to help me build what I'm doing. But the problem is that it wasn't really what I was passionate about. And when I came upon these people's limitations, it made me lose faith in their vision, because I could see that my vision was not trying to virtue build or anything like that, but my vision was inclusive of theirs rather than theirs inclusive of mine. So to be able to move forward, I was continually being held back by other people's dreams. And it's not that, it's a dream, yes, but it's more of a vision for me. It's a mission in my life, a life's purpose. And that living through applied faith, of believing that things are going to come together, even during the times when my mind wasn't cooperating with what I wanted to do, I needed the other part, not just the applied faith, but the active self-confidence, the self-confidence of being built up daily and working to improve it and improve it and improve it. And that's what I've been doing, is I have more self-confidence with creating my plan more refined. So now the plan is quite refined, where now we can really start prototyping. Now when we prototype, it's not going to be wasteful. We're going to prototype, tweak, refine, and start production, start manufacturing houses, and hopefully put an end to homelessness and displaced people, putting a system in place to manufacture space when and where it's needed, so that people can actually live, work, play, love, learn, and pay it forward, instead of tearing each other apart. It's not about not having struggle, but it's about not tearing each other apart. It's about creating the ecosystem so that when people have struggle, they come together and help build each other up. That's what my applied faith and active self-confidence is working toward. That's why some people may think I am arrogant with what I'm doing, but it's an active self-confidence because who else is doing it? There are people trying to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. And I did it with myself, I had to say, well, what are my own struggles? Well, suicidal ideation is a big one. If you want to die, then it's kind of hard to continue go on living happy, healthy, and selflessly abundant. And I didn't have that self-actualization piece because I didn't have anything underneath. And I was reaching for the self-actualization, but I couldn't because my foundation was just crumbling. And once I really understood that, then I said, okay, let's work on the foundations. And that's why there are 3 other weeks behind this. 4 other weeks behind this before I've even started sharing. Even my own wife just started being able to watch some of my shows, because now I'm able to bring things more refined. And while this episode was, off the cuff, it is more refined than my initial episodes 4 weeks ago, because I'm understanding what I'm doing with each of my episodes. I've got Sunday, and I've got the 7 different shows, the 7 different podcasts. And then I say, okay, well, on Sunday I do one thing, on Monday a different, Tuesday, Wednesday, and each show has different things. And they're inclusive of the 21 habits of the Happy Hero Pact. So it's to help get people to live, work, play, love, learn, pay it forward, be inspired to innovate, to create a raving fan experience, be resourceful through a simple business model, and celebrate the milestones. Use the best tool for the job. Read daily, listen to audio daily, blog, podcast, do some creation, either document or create daily. Market daily. Coach and be coached daily. Then you've got to attend events often. Maybe not daily, but often. Daily masterminding. That's coming together with other minds to create another mind of sorts that's more powerful than the individual minds. And then last but not least, be all in your life and life's work. Those are the habits. It's literally designed the way I act when they're read out individually deeper. It's kind of to program happiness, health, and selfless abundance in your life. And I'm just being honest. That's what I designed this for, to program those things into my own life. And that's what this podcast is about. It's daily programming my own life to be able to live, work, play, love, learn, and pay it forward. And then I have my own personal spiritual study. That's something personal to an individual. So if you want to read the Bible, read the Bible. That's what I'm doing. I'm reading the Bible, and I'm also doing other additional studies. But I figure if I read the actual text and then do additional studies and make sure that I'm doing it consistently and working to live, work, play, love, learn, and pay it forward. Working to not lie, not cheat, not kill anyone, those kinds of things, then I can go based on principles and become a better and better person. And through that, then I'll be able to gain more cooperation through others. And together we can build more with the masterminding principle. And that's why I think that this really is possible. And it's not just thinking, I believe that it's possible. I have an active faith that it is possible. And I am having this active self-confidence that this is my mission and purpose. I mean, I've spent my whole life refining for myself. And the only natural thing is to give back. Now that I have a great place to live, that's a good location, I've got good internet, I've got certain technology, I've got vehicles, for me and my wife, we've got this foundational thing. So it's like, okay, yes, it works. We've got these things. But is that really what it's all about? No, it's about paying it forward and connecting with more people and solving problems and serving others. And that's what we're doing with our work. Right now she's serving people in the hospitality industry. And right now, through these videos, I'm serving people and helping you to break through your own barriers so that you can live, work, play, love, learn, and pay it forward. And the hope is that I create such a raving fan experience through these videos, through these podcasts, that over time, over the next 30 years, it's going to attract the people together to be able to build basically 1 billion homes. That's really my mission, is to build 1 billion homes so that 1 billion people are housed. And it's not that I'm going to build those, but it's about together we build our houses together. We build our communities together. We're building things up instead of tearing things down. We're creating instead of destroying, solving problems and serving each other. That's what it's about. That's what living happy, healthy, selflessly abundant is about. So I appreciate you listening or watching to today's episode. And I would appreciate it if you showed back up tomorrow. Have a good day.